Yeah, instead of a gun, for example.
साथ में पशुपालन के हैं उसके साथ।
Much of the farming is handled by women here because it's a dry land farming, and so women stay home because men they tend to migrate and take up other casual work in order to supplement. Agriculture is not giving them enough income, so men tend to find other sources of bringing income. So women who are on the forefront when it comes to economics of farming, the economics of agriculture is going haywire because people are being exposed to market. They have been in such a way that they have to buy from market at higher prices from products of multinational companies, not necessarily American, and they have to, because of this, the cost goes up, so that the profit margin comes down drastically. Varieties we used to have different varieties for different seeds, but now we find that it has been reduced to a few. In wheat, we may have just 4 or 5 varieties. In paddy, in rice, we have just 4 or 5 varieties. So traditional varieties are being lost.
We've lost 95% of the seeds, traditional seeds in the U.S. are gone. So now we don't have very much seed history. Very few of us are saving the seeds. And these new seeds are very new and not tried. They don't have a track record.
The test of time, and you are trying to wipe it off to replace it by something that is hard, impersonal and calculating. So that's where the paradox lies today. That's where the dichotomy lies today, you know. So our efforts is to revalidate all sorts of traditional knowledge, especially related to biodiversity, of course, and the biodiversity as in healing foods, healing plants, as well as nurturing plants. Bija's name means seed, and she was working with Vandana when the Vandana had decided to start this whole project of seed saving. And talking to Bija, she realized how much knowledge Bija has, because traditional knowledge has always been in women's hand in India, and I guess it is very much the same around the world.
Saying I'm Bija Devi, it will be now it will be 16 years of my association with Navdanya, and when we came here that time there was nothing. Now it's quite green. Keep them in wooden like container, that kind of container, local container. You could
Wow, it's really dreamy to be here after just hearing about it for so long, and how Vandana has taken the future of our seeds into her own hands. It's really moving.
What do you think we can learn from this?
Well, Sebastopol in our local communities, they turned an old bank into a community seed bank. Bolinas has a seed bank. I think that people should be more proactive about saving their seeds.
Wow, it's got so much pollen in it.
It's really mind-boggling because it's got shade on all sides, and then there's this like oasis in the center, covered with trees, and then apparently water goes down there. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but this is a really efficient building for the desert. And look at how gorgeous it is right here with all the trees growing in here. And if you look out there, you'll see that they have the deep watering out there too, and the trees are really healthy. So that's exciting to see.
Yeah, so they're collecting the rainwater that's falling predominantly from all of these roof surfaces, from this roof surface, which is a lot of square footage, and then also all of these roof surfaces are all draining down into this tank, which has a capacity of 400,000 liters, which is the equivalent of 100,000 gallons.
Which is the state name, women, service, Cooperative Society.
What are the types of projects that they most
Kitne? She is the president of Women's Cooperative Society, which works with 2,500 women.
It works with
2,500 women.
2,500 women. Wow.
It really is farming, and they are motivating women to go in for organic farming because they feel that now, because of excessive use of chemicals, the productivity has gone down drastically. So now they understand that chemical fertilizer is not good for them. So they discuss and they are motivating women to move to natural way of farming. So every meeting they discuss these issues.
He's basically from TV channel, 2 or 3 TV channels, and also he's representing a newspaper which is called Spokesman. Most of the information that gets published in Spokesman actually is on the net, and it gets circulated mainly in America and Canada.
The Food and Agriculture Organization published a report last year with the United Nations showing that organic food production can produce enough food for our population. Unfortunately, the subsidies in America has displaced farmers in other countries.
And so you put them out to dry.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You roll it with a roller pin so that it becomes so thin, and then you dry it. Sure did. Because in the Green Revolution field, which is a chemical field, only one sort of crop is made to grow. They cannot grow diverse crops. And that makes the crop itself very vulnerable, because if there's a pest attack, the whole crop will disappear. Happened because of the Green Revolution and the industrialization of food industry. And that totally marginalized the women. The women were put aside, and they were. One of the things that happens when you marginalize women from food producing is that you're going to go for a deep erosion of women's knowledge. Because as they transform the food, as they have that connection with food, they develop a wisdom. They have developed a wisdom about what to eat when, what is good for what.
She used to feel that one day she'll become so big, or she'll do so much of business that all the people from different countries would come to see her. And she is really amazed that without doing so much, she's got people from all over who have come to her. That's really good.
Well, we wish you all the success, but we hope that you won't become so famous that we can't come back and still take your
Peace, peace, peace. Why peace 3 times? Peace inside us. First, there should be peace inside us. If there is no peace inside us, then we cannot make a peaceful society. Because whatever is in our mind, it will affect our surroundings. So peace inside us, and then peace around us. And third, peace all over the world. The word for peace in Hindi is Shanti. Shanti, S-H-A-N-T-I, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace inside us, peace around us, and peace all over the world.
We are dawning, we are the rising sun, we are the change, we are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are dawning, we are the rising sun, we are the change, now give it a little soul. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are dawning.